My name is Veronika. I am 19 and I am a storyteller for Youth Testify, as well as a Jane mentor for Jane's Due Process. When I was 17, I had an abortion because having been pregnant wasn't a part of the life I had planned. I had just graduated from high school and I had plans to move away for college, so I knew instantly that having an abortion was the best thing for me. When trying to have an abortion, it was very difficult because as a minor in Texas, you are legally required to have parental consent. At that time, I wasn't close with my mom, so I couldn't tell her because I feared she would have kicked me out or made me have the baby or worse. Along with the legality of it, the stigma surrounding teen abortion made it worse. In a family and a community where abortion is not talked about, it made it harder for me to have someone I could trust. I couldn't talk to my mom I couldn't talk to my family or my friends because I felt that they would have judged me or thought of me as irresponsible. So I decided to have a judicial bypass. So I decided to go the hard way and have a judicial bypass. And a judicial bypass is a way for minors to have an abortion without parental consent. With that stigma, I felt that because I wanted to have an abortion, with that stigma, I felt that I was wrong for wanting to have an abortion and I felt alone. Thankfully, I had Jane's Due Process to help me through that judicial bypass every step of the way. They made me feel like it was less impossible and less scary having that kind of aid. Especially when the judicial bypass is designed to make teens feel discouraged and overwhelmed trying to have an abortion, legally and socially. And Jane's Due Process helped me through that stigma as well. That was really heavy in my area, especially as a Latina woman. If I didn't have to go through the judicial bypass, my abortion would have been a lot easier. Judicial bypasses require a lot of time and energy and money to get to places like the courthouse or the clinic or to meet with a lawyer, as well as taking the time out of your day to try to go to these places without your parent knowing. I want teens to not have that stigma when trying to have an abortion because it makes them feel like what they're doing is wrong, which made me feel that way. All these barriers are put in place to prevent teens from having an abortion. Teens are responsible enough to make their own decisions and they don't need the law or the stigma that people put in place just to prevent that.